going on, Golf Cavers? In this video, we'll be reviewing in detail the videos you could capture, record, and analyze at GolfCave. Just so you know, at the end of each session, you could send yourself a report which includes summary on every club you hit, as well as all the videos you hit on each club. So look at future videos on how to download your report and analyze your data at home, including the videos. First step to navigate to the videos, you'll go to the top right here, this menu button, and you press the icon video. Once you go on video, we have dual angle videos, so you can see the face angle version of yourself like you see here. You could also see the down the line with this DL button to get the down the line. You'll see these lines on the video which correlate or are visuals of your club path and face angle. So this blue line is a visual of my club path. This red arrow is a visual of my face angle. This orange is my trajectory. However, I would recommend just looking at the tracer view to get your trajectory. So we can show you how to turn that off because I think this is just a little better looking. And then this white line is your target line. That's what your club path and facing are based off of, and this is the center of the screen. That's where you're aiming at. So some cool stuff you could do with the videos is have them both up at the same time. And they are synchronized, so if you press play, you'll see those videos play together. And you'll impact the ball at the same location. You could see this little dash here is just a quick guide of where you impacted that ball, so you could get to that. It's really nice if you want to stop and go to certain parts of your swing. You could press play and pause at certain spots, or if you just keep it paused and scroll with the wheel of the mouse. I find it to be a pretty accurate way to quickly get to different parts of your swings, or really slow and smoothly get to the different parts of your swing, see that backswing, see that downswing, see what you look like right before that downswing. So if I pause it right about, still going back there, I'm pulling that way too far back. You could put lines on yourself to really outline different parts of your game. So if I wanted to draw where that club head ended, I could circle my head to see where the head was. Did I keep my head within that range? You could draw lines down your spine on this. Did I keep my spine on that axis point right there? You could get some parallel lines. So you could go like this, and it snaps another parallel line right there for you. So you could easily draw a line to see how much it's not best line, but is my body staying within these parameters? We did the circles that we spoke about. You could look at the thickness of the lines, so do the different thicknesses. If you want to see what you look like as a lefty, there you go. That'll be important in just a moment here, which we'll go through. You could zoom in with this feature. You could also zoom in by pinching the screen. Just pinch the screen, zoom in on that impact. Some good stuff. So it's a great way to take a look at that swing. I know from experience that I have a really great chicken wing. So if you take a look at there, yep, there it is. So you might be suffering from the same thing. It feels like it goes away. It feels like that swing was great, and then I get my chicken wing again. So this is a good way to see what you really look like compared to what you feel like you look like. A great feature is to look at yourself compared to other swings you have taken or professionals that are loaded into the TrackMan software. So to do that, you'll press shot list on the bottom left. You'll press compare mode. And you could compare yourself with other swings you've taken, other players in the database, or tour players. So I'll press tour players. There's a whole list of tour players. They're all swinging in different clubs. So you might have to click on someone to see if they are swinging the club you're using. But if I want to compare myself to Brooks here, he's swinging a driver, I'm swinging a driver, we'll select that. And you could see whatever stats you've selected on the bottom here. You could see the professional's stats. You could add and select stats so you could see everything that I did on that shot. And you could look at the side view of that pro compared to you. What's a great feature is this lock button. What that does is the swings will be different at first, but you'll impact the ball at the same point. So I'll let those swings play through, and we'll see what we look like on impact. We could drag it around to see what we look like at different parts of our swing. Oh, I missed it. So let me go back there a bit. So here, right at impact, roughly you could see where each other are. And you could see You know, no chicken wing there. I got a real nice one here. He wishes he had that kind of wing. But, you know, it's a great feature to see each other. You could also see something I find always amazing about the pros is their flexibility. Like, look at his finish. If you go to the down the line view, how far they're able to turn. I could zoom in a bit more. How high they're able to keep that elbow as they turn through. It's pretty impressive. You can play the video back at different play speeds here, and eighth the speed, half the speed, full speed. You could also mark up their swing. So for example, if I want to see what both of us look like on our backswing, let me change that to the face view here. So that's the top of my backswing. Maybe he's still got a little ways to go, so we'll see here. So he's pretty much done with his backswing, and you could just see he's pretty much parallel to the ground, and that's something I need to work on. I'm pulling that club way too far back, and yeah, maybe I think that's good or bad, who knows, but when I come over and look what a pro is doing, maybe they don't have absolutely perfect swings, but definitely way better than you, I can bet. And it's a really good way to base what you should look like off of and try to replicate their results. One thing to note about the compare mode is it does not upload a new swing automatically. So if I took a swing right now while in this mode, it will not refresh. If you want to refresh a swing, you'll exit and take another swing, it'll refresh with the new data, and then you can load it back up. Something that's kind of a low-key feature that if you do ever mess with it, I would recommend please just putting it back. And it might cause the system to act much slower and not work quite as well. But there is something in here for the non-downline camera called fast shutter mode. So it does get kind of dark. It might only be viewable on the touch screen for right now. But just to show you what that looks like, if I take a shot, so what that does, you'll see the playback. I'll make it big. And it's just an incredible slow version of that swing. You can see there's no shaft blur. You can see where your hands and club are at every step of the way. You can see that ball right at impact. And it's really cool to see everything in such slow motion. It lowers the quality quite a bit, as I mentioned. It slows everything down a little bit because there's so much data being captured in that video that needs to get over to the computer. But it is a cool way if you just wanted to see maybe a couple shots and on that mode. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to leave it on non-fast shutter mode. It's still great, still amazing frames per second, but the fast shutter mode does have that extra capability. Once you're done with the session, you could go over to reports here, and you could send yourself all the data you just generated. So I'm going to select all the clubs I hit today. And what you saw in here mostly is all transferred by email in a PDF to your email at home. So you can see every club you took. Click on the video icon to see that video at home. And we could see that fast shutter one I took before, get that at home as well. You know, pause that at different points, see what I look like right at impact, made that a little bigger here. And just like we saw, this is at our session today, this is exactly what you'll see at home.